Am here to talk today about a book I recently finished reading called Beyond the Words. I don't have them today. Beyond Cloud 9 by Gregory Spry. I received this book for free for review from the author via a Goodreads contest. I was really excited. It was the first time I've ever won anything. And so here's the review. It didn't take me very long to read this. It took me a little longer than some books because it was a heavy read. It wasn't exactly a light, fluffy read, but it was a good read. I really enjoyed it. And the blurb on the back says, a starfighter pilot, Brooke Davis, lives for pushing hundreds of Gs in orbital combat, but she'd give it up in a moment to become the first human to fly faster than light. When Brooke stumbles upon a conspiracy involving terrorists, aliens, and the highest levels of the government, she finds their goals secretive, but their methods abhorrent. With the moral core of human civilization hanging in the balance, she must risk her shot at history, her family, and her life to prevent the schemes from forcing their nefarious brand of salvation upon the solar system. So what this is it's a book that takes place in the future. And mankind has discovered space travel, and we've started colonizing our own solar system. But we haven't quite gotten to the point where we travel faster than light. And this book takes place just as someone has created a method to travel faster than light, and our main character, Brooke, wants to be the pilot to do this. And I really liked Brooke. She was very human. She was strong, go-getter. She knew how to get what she wanted. She didn't take no crap off nobody. There's a scene in here, that's one of my favorite scenes, where after a mission, one of the male pilots, which sometimes there can be a little issue in the military where men don't appreciate women being there. They don't want them there. And this particular male pilot was picking a fight, and she basically was like, the character Brooke was like, okay, whatever, bring it on. So as he rushes towards her, she picks a wrench up and just whacks the crap out of him, because she knew physically she couldn't take him on. And it was my favorite part of the book, because it was just so funny, because she was very nonchalant about it. She was like, whack, here you go, have your wrench back. And so she's a strong-willed, independent woman, but she's flawed. She does have flaws. She has things she does that aren't necessarily good, you know. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to the brass tacks, she bucks up. She does what needs to be done, always. And she has a thing she wants. And the thing is, she wants to be the first person to go faster than the speed of light. So she works to become a candidate for the program. And she gets in, and then she discovers a conspiracy between separatists, which are the human terrorists in this story, and aliens. And it's basically the first contact with aliens. And things aren't always necessarily what they seem, and weird things happen, and of course, you know, it was a really good book. And I really enjoyed her characterisms, because while she was a good, strong character, she wasn't perfect. But she wasn't young either. She was a full-grown adult. And to me, the science in it seemed more realistic. It didn't seem quite so fantastical as a lot of sci-fi books are. Because, like, they didn't have artificial gravity in the sense of it just magically was there. No, their spaceships had, like, rings that rotated, that made the gravity, that type thing. And the writing was good, and I love the artwork. Is that just not the coolest little cover there? And I really enjoyed that it was signed to me, and it was signed, and it was really enjoyable. And it's a part of It's actually part of a series. It's going to be called the Beyond Saga, so I really can't wait till the second one comes out, which is going to be called Beyond the Horizons, which, according to the blurb I read, is the main character's niece, whom we do meet in this book, and it takes place further in history. So I can't wait. And I gave this, on my Goodreads, I gave this 4 out of 5, because even though it did take me a little while to read through it, I really, really enjoyed it. So if you're interested in my Goodreads or my blog review on it, because I did do a full-on review, you can look below, and I will try to remember to put the links down there. Sometimes I don't necessarily remember, and I have to come back later, but we'll try to remember to do that.